Hello, 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 hello everyone. I've been called to put this video out and send a message to all Australian light workers. Anyone that does healing, light work, anything like that that is on Australian soil at the moment, not disregarding anyone that overseas wants to join in as well, because that would be great. However, with so much going on, let me just explain, so much going on in the world at the moment. I live in Australia and I'm called to, at this present time, I've often done a lot of planetary work, but I've called at this present time to help Australia in what's happening. And at the moment, as we are dismantling all the timelines and the whole Akashic records, and we've been doing that since 2012, you know, we're dismantling all the Atlantean timelines, Lemurian, Greek, Egyptian, all of those timelines, the god, goddesses and everything. We know that planet Earth is raising her consciousness level, and all of those timelines that a lot of us have lived through as well are embedded in the energy on the Earth. So to be able to anchor in a new higher consciousness for planet Earth, all of those old energies are coming up at the moment. And what's going on with Australia in part is that, for those that don't know, and those that do know, Australia was a prison colony in the late 1700s. The British just shipped convicts here for the next like 80 years. And it sort of tarnished, what I was shown is it really did tarnish the energy of the land, the sacred land. And it then put not only a lot of fear into the land, but it was that imprisonment, that entrapment, that lockdown energy, that enforcement energy, the control, all coming from the greed and power and money and all that sort of stuff in those times. So Australia has this energy, and where this is coming from is because at the present stage, Australia is just so engulfed and entrapped with so much fear and so much masculine energy that's really holding it down. And the feminine energy is so suppressed at the moment. And so, and I don't mean that just in the feminine body, I mean the feminine energy all around. So it's also what I was receiving is, which really surprised me, is the water around surrounding Australia. We need to activate the light codes, and I'll be honest, never even really thought about the water. But anyway, so the water at the moment, even surrounding, and I kind of think that makes sense actually, because of the way the convicts were shipped here, you know, across the water. It really kind of makes sense to me when I was told that the water needs activating as well around Australia. So my calling has been to, and I've never really done anything like this before, but to get a whole bunch of light workers together, which I've been told by my higher self is calling it the light team for Australia. And obviously, you know, these are things that we could probably do for all countries around the world, but at the moment I'm just focused on this one. And you know, and us, this is what I've been guided to do, and just really bring a lot of light activation, basically clear the fear off the planet. Off the planet too. Obviously it's not meant to come off the planet, but clear it off Australia. So if you are a light worker, if you're an energy healer, know how to activate and work with the light, please, I need you. I'm calling to you. And I know whoever is meant to be part of this will see this video, reach out to me. If you know someone, comment below. If you're overseas and you really want to join us as well, please do it. If you know someone in Australia, please reach out to them and tell them what I'm trying to do, tell them what's going on, send them this video, whatever. I'm trying to keep it short, so I don't want to, you know, because people don't like to watch long videos, I know, and I really want to spread the message out there. And I could go into it in more depth, but I'm just trying to keep it simple at the moment. Simple's good, right? So I'm going to reach out to all my light worker people and friends that I know, and hopefully they'll reach out to theirs and they'll reach out to theirs, and hopefully we'll get a massive group of light workers. Choose a day and a time, which I'm not really putting out at the moment, but we all can do this together at the same time. Even if you don't really, if you're listening to this and you don't really, you know how to work with the light or anchor that in, how to do energy work, but you do meditate or you do connect, you just know how to be in a high vibration of joy and happiness, and you want to join in, please do. You know, obviously we need to be able to hold that higher vibration while we're doing this work. So yeah, so just have an awareness of that. But I think that's it. I could go on about it, I guess, but I didn't even look at my notes. There you go. But a lot of what's happening at the moment, and the way that, well, I'll put it this way, it's a lot's happening in the world, but the things that are happening in Australia and the way it's planning out, it's because the fear is coming up and that energy is coming up. And I just want to say before I close that by clearing these timelines, everybody is coming up off the planet. Everybody's going to feel these energies. They're not to attach to and make a story out of and go into and relive a past life or whatever. It's about feeling it and releasing it and letting that go. Because, you know, she's going to bring up the energies. Earth's going to bring up the energies. That's how we are. Because as light workers and starseeds, we're here to anchor the new higher consciousness of light into planet Earth. And we can only do that by lifting the density off it, and lifting, which is the fear density. You know, all that density comes from fear. So let's lighten up Australia. Let's do it. That sounded like a real, like, Addy thing, didn't it? But no, seriously, let's lighten it. Let's do it. We are powerful light beings, and you know, I think sometimes we sit around and we do this work for ourselves, or, you know, for others, or maybe planetary work, but we don't really realize the power we have in coming together and uniting. And this is all about uniting, right? At the moment, the world is in so much separation. And when you look at what's happening and what's going on, the rules, so-called rules and regulations with these lockdowns and everything, it all comes from separation. It all comes from division, you know, and that's what they're wanting to do that. So let's approach it with the solution, not approach it with the problem. When we approach it from the light and bringing a solution and go, okay, well, if that's what's going on, let's just pour a ton of light into it. Let's just really activate with those that have the gifts to do that. And let's just lift this fear. Let's just transmute this energy. Let it go. Let it come up. Let it go. Don't let's attach to it. Don't let's feel it's ours or we've got to relive it or whatever. We're getting rid of it, basically, like we're transmuting it. So that's my message. Let's do this. We are powerful divine light beings in this earth suit. We know that. We can do this. Look, I know I've been at times when I haven't really, like, one foot into my sovereignty and one step out, and one step in and one step out, because we've all been really transmuting and clearing out our own personal, for years, you know, our own personal shadow work, doing all our own, you know, clearing out our own density, upgrading our light body, all of that sort of stuff. So I feel that this is really the time, though. You know, let's do this. Let's step into it. I'm feeling a real connection to the divine feminines to be doing this. But if you're listening to this and you're male, please, I'd love you to do it as well, because you have feminine energy in you. We all have masculine and feminine energy in us. So that's that feminine rising part of you that would go, yes, I want to join this. Yes, I love this. Yes, I want to do this. Yes, I'm going to step into my power and do this. So, yeah, so if you're a male and you're watching this as well, or you hear about this, please help us as well. This is all about the masculine and feminine reuniting together anyway, that whole energy, the whole bigger picture and unity. So share this message, and please get a hold of me, message below, you know, message a friend that might message, whatever, and let's do this. So I really want your help. Spread the message, and put all the details down below, links to anybody that I can reach out to, that you know of, that I may not know of. Yeah, so thanks guys, love your support, and let's do this. Let's really do what we came, and stand together and do what we came in unity, and stand together and do what we came to do together. You know, that's our role, and that's what we're here for, to bring so much of this love back to the planet and lead from love. Okay, ciao, have a good day, bye.